A Georgia sheriff is responding today after Delaware State University's women's lacrosse team was pulled over in Georgia on their way back home from a game. Hank Flynn joins us live. And Hank, the team believes this was racial profiling.
They seem to, absolutely, Shayna. The thing is, it had been a tough weekend for them already down at Stetson University in Florida for this Delaware State women's lacrosse team. They had been beaten badly on the field, so the last thing they needed was for Georgia Sheriff's deputies to be going through their bags, including with a narcotics dog on their way back home. That is exactly what happened, however, Shayna, and college officials tonight are looking for better explanations than the ones that they're getting.
Maybe about 5-6 minutes, one of my players says they have dogs and they're sniffing through our things.
Delaware State women's lacrosse coach Pamela Jenkins is still confused why her team's bus was pulled over in Georgia back on April 20th. Liberty County Sheriff's deputies told her the bus was pulled for driving in the wrong lane. Then they told her what they were really searching for.
Okay. You go in the state of Georgia, marijuana is still illegal in the state of Georgia. Okay. Anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you could weigh it, like a set of scales.
Coach says smoking weed's the last thing on the mind of any Division I team on a tournament trip, so the drug search didn't make any sense to her. After a spell, police wrapped up, no arrests, no ticket written, even for the initial stated violation. Coach says her team feels singled out in an all too familiar way.
You know, I'm just hoping that justice can be served and that hopefully that we can move forward in a positive way. And most importantly, my biggest hope is that this doesn't happen to anybody else.
Good morning, thank you for calling Liberty County.
The first call I made this morning was to Liberty County Sheriffs. They had issued no statements and made no comment until just moments ago.
We realized that this current environment, even a traffic stop, can be alarming to citizens, especially African Americans. It's why we make an effort to have a diverse department and hire people who believe in community policing and respect for all individuals.
And a statement from Delaware State President Dr. Tony Allen said the institution's incensed, will not let the incident pass. He's calling for an investigation and the attention of the governor, the AG, Delaware's congressional delegation, you name it. I remained curious about what elevated the stop into a drug search. I asked law enforcement expert Dr. Ron Martinelli.
We don't know what provided the reasonable suspicion or the probable cause, but the officer would have to explain that, and I would send you back to the agency to find out what the reasonable suspicion was beyond just the predicate infraction that caused the officer to have suspicions that narcotics were being consumed.
The Liberty County Sheriffs did not give any indication of what that probable cause was, Shayna, but Martinelli was clear that Georgia Sheriff's deputies have every bit the same clearances and jurisdictions that Georgia State Police do to investigate narcotics on I-95, which he says remains a massive drug corridor. Now, Shayna, what's that got to do with these Delaware State women getting their bags rifled through again with a narcotics dog? Probably something, but until that probable cause thing, until whatever the sheriff's deputies say, whatever it was that these women were doing to elevate that search is made clear, Delaware State officials, top to bottom, are going to be looking for a better explanation, guys, because the ones they're getting are not passing just yet. And we're live here in Dover. Shayna?
Yeah, more to come on this story. We'll keep following it. Thank you, Hank.